basically, the way that it works at this point, especially for a lot of the new people, is we will take generally every night we want to get agenda items each night for the next day, essentially for the committee meetings to be able to go through them before we all discuss them together. But generally, we'll take anybody's thoughts at the beginning of agenda items that they wish to speak about in the General Assembly, get everyone's opinions on, possibly vote on, do all of that. And generally, when we are doing just the agenda item list at the beginning, to items that you want to talk about, and realize that we are going to talk about them in order of everyone's ideas. When they first get presented is not generally when we start the discussion. We just take the ideas down, we all discuss them when we get to them on the agenda list later in the night. Beyond that, you can always raise your hand. Again, the stack taker will take your name down, call you in order. Everything is timed to prevent going too long on any particular issue. If at any point we, intermediate or say, I'm sorry, stack is closed, things like that, there's always, you can always motion if we close stack, because there's always 5 minutes to get on the list to speak. You can always motion if you feel that there is more opinion to be heard, more people need to get on the stack, you can always motion to extend the stack and get on the list. But generally we end that after 5 minutes. You can always raise a proposal, and a proposal is basically if you have something that you want to propose, an idea or a solution to something that you want to be voted on in our committee, in the General Assembly, you can always propose that idea, and basically what happens after that is we announce the proposal, we open a new stack, so there's a whole new list for people to go on and just discuss that particular proposal, give their back and forth so everyone can get both sides of it. And then once that's done, if someone wants to make a motion, which is just a motion to vote upon that proposal, you can do that. It gets seconded, and then at that point we vote. And again, it's 100% consensus at this point. That is something obviously that anyone can bring up and that can be discussed. But at that point, that is the process that we currently have been implementing to get through that stuff. So. Alright. He's going to go over a little bit of notes about the process that were done in GA process meeting. So you can.
Thanks. So I didn't get up with everyone talking about the committees because I forgot. But we also had a committee that is the GA process meeting. Right now we're at the General Assembly, and we have a committee talking about how this will run. But this, we're day 3 kind of our occupation, and not everything is completely developed, so we're working together, not hierarchically, horizontally about decision making. Just kind of about the GA process is that we all come from this idea of this Democratic Republic of the United States, where whatever senators and congressmen, and we kind of have to reevaluate how we want a decision making process to go, and that's what our committee. That's what we're all doing here, right? So here we are. So patience is beautiful. And working together is obviously the goal. And about that, what is the purpose of GA is what we just discussed in our meeting. Basically, we kind of talked about 2 things. It's about letting everyone feel like they have a voice. Everyone can get on stack. You just point to the stack person, they put your name on the list, and they call on you while the stack is open. After a certain amount of time, the stack will close, in which case, for time's sake, you don't have the chance to talk about that topic, but if you want to speak, put your name on the stack, you get the megaphone, and say your piece. The other purpose of the GA is that we are a decision-making body. There's no elected officials right here. There are committees. We do need some kind of structure, but we are here to make group decisions, and so that is where the voting comes in, and proposals and motions. Pardon me, I'm finding my thought.
I know, yeah.
That's all I got for right now. That's basically how we covered in our process meeting. So thank you all for being here.
Definitely. I just want to reiterate, like, thank you guys all for the patience as collectively we all kind of figure out how to do this together and right democratically. So pretty much what we want to start with, like I said, is if anybody has general questions, things that they want to discuss among the assembly, we're going to open up a stack for that. Raise your hand. If you're not being seen, just find one of the stack takers, they're both right there. They will get you on the list. There's 5 minutes basically to get on the stack. So if you have something, do it in get your hand up in the next 5 minutes and we'll get you on the list. And we're going to take down all the items. And basically, make sure at this point, again, it's just an agenda item that we are going to discuss. We're not discussing it literally now. That's not why you're raising your hand. Just if you have an actual item that you want to add to the list for the group to discuss. So for the next 5 minutes, go ahead and raise your hand and get on the list.